Good morning. I just was grabbing my tea. Good morning. Now, good morning, brothers and sisters. I'm sorry about the pop. I'm back with another one. Now, you know right now, I'm going through a lot of spiritual warfare and I'm not sleeping good at night. You know, the devil is quite mad with me because the journey that I decided to take. So, I am experiencing a lot of things, higher things that I know that my Father God is controlling. So I don't have prophetic dreams because I can't quite see them right now. I know that every night I go to sleep, I'm dreaming. He's showing me something. But I do have a situation where my dreams are being blocked. So I go off of my everyday life. Because God gonna find a way to speak to you. Okay. Now that I said that part, let me say this. I'm gonna start by saying the verse. And then I'm gonna explain why did I say that. The verse that I was led to, actually it came on my Bible verses from my verse of the day. And it was James 1, chapter 1, verse 2 through 4. It says, "Count it all joy, my brothers, when you meet trials of various kinds, for you know that the testing of your faith produces steadfastness. And let steadfastness have its full effect, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking in nothing. Let the things that we see not hinder where we going." And in so many words, there's so much things that's going on right now in these hours. But if you have the faith, the actual faith, you get what I'm saying, you will know that it's still working in your favor. This week, I'm going to start with Tuesday. Tuesday, I woke up, I got a message from my sister-in-law. She said she wasn't dealing with me and my boyfriend anymore. And that was okay with me. You know, she got kids from his deceased brother. So it's a situation where, you know, I just felt like, you know, the kids deserved to know their family, his side, his mom and his brother and him, you know, because that's all they have left from the brother. So I was like, you know, trying to have this relationship with her, but it was a lot of things that she still have to heal with inside herself, which kind of always had us on different pages. But I did genuinely love her. You understand me? I did genuinely love her. She cut me off. That was cool. She cut him off. That was okay, because when things don't go her way, that's what she do. And that's fine. This channel, we don't judge nobody. We let it, you know what I'm saying? We just, like God, everybody have freedom to what they want to do and believe. You understand me? Okay, so I explained it to my boyfriend why she said it or whatever. It simply was because he had an opposite conversation with someone that I really do not deal with, you know what I'm saying? But I have my own friends, he have his own friends, and we try to respect each other's judgment and mine and friends as well. So, he had a conversation, which I feel like I shouldn't even really been brought up in that situation, or my sister-in-law, but we was. And me and her, we very close. We talk about everything. I told her, but she felt as if he was playing both sides. She said she's not dealing with us. Of course it hurt him because, like I said, his brother is gone. And he only want to be in the kid's life. You get what I'm saying? That's his thing. That's the last thing his brother asked him, as if he felt his death coming, and that's the only thing that he wants to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? Is being there for the kids, because they don't have a dad. And I'm behind him with whatever he want to do, because that's what relationships come with. You understand me? When I told him, he got very upset. And he talked crazy. You know, because at the end of the day, none of us is perfect. And he have a bit of an attitude problem. And right now, that's why we're in separation, because we are being broken down to be fixed the way God wants us to be when we come back together. So, he had got a bit of an attitude, you know what I'm saying? He called himself not calling my phone or whatever, trying to make it hard on my behalf on this end. But I was just still like, you know, praying to God, like, because I already knew that the enemy was busy and the enemy did not want to see this connection. And he would have did anything to stop it. Mind you, it's a previous video that I had recorded, basically just telling you guys about this whole twin flame journey and how it became and how it started. And then being that the whole journey itself, it caused me to have a spiritual awakening where I was tapping into my purpose, you know what I'm saying? My purpose in knowing I was thirsty for God, you know, wanting to know more about him and things. Like, I was just going through a spiritual awakening. And it all started when I got into this soul mate journey also. I'm grateful for God actually giving me another chance at love, because I understand what's going on with me. So I'm grateful for everything. So I don't never get weary about the things that's going on around me. But because it's a God ordained connection, you gotta understand that the devil don't want it, and there's many people that don't want it. But okay, the devil came in, you know, throw a little salt. I started praying that I can respond the right way, that I wouldn't make him any more madder, because I have a bit of attitude problem too, and I do tend to say things to break a person down when I'm working on it. So, you know, we wasn't really speaking like that. But I was mindful about the things that I was saying, especially after the day we had got into the argument. Because, you know, that's my best friend. I go to him and I talk to him about a lot of stuff. So, you know, it's just, I felt like we weren't able to talk. And I felt myself, like, becoming weak. But I know even without him, God still has me. So, I pray to God for my strength or whatever, and for his as well, because I knew what was going on. I don't want to make this verse so long, but I just got to tell y'all everything, because, you know, like I said, I'm blocked out of my dreams, so I don't really get it like everybody else. I just go off of what God gives me every day. And even with that, the previous video before this one, I said that I was at work and I ran into somebody who had just wronged me, you know what I'm saying, wronged me, and the devil was testing me, trying to see if I would even scoop low. This time my whole week went, I was so mad because I couldn't even tell him. And, you know, we always be proud of each other in a situation when we was the bigger person and we just did what God wanted us to do. And I couldn't share that with him, and it was killing me. But today I was able to talk to him, and we in a better connection. But yesterday we actually started mending everything, like mending it, because we was missing each other, and we know that we also need each other. And it's important for us to hash our disagreements out, you know, hash it out. And it was so funny, because I was at a verge where I was like, no. We talking about marriage. I'm finna be your wife. You finna be my husband. We not doing that. We not letting the enemy come in and destroy us. You know? And I felt like if he couldn't get that right, I need to reconsider. And that's just how I felt. And I prayed to God and I asked God several things. He did answer my prayers and everything. But last night before I went to sleep, I had read my last message with him. And he was basically telling me, he said that, you know, he said sorry if he, you know what I'm saying, baby, I'm sorry if I hurt you. We can't continue to do this. We need to work on it, you know, whatever. We both agreed to that. And I'm a bit hungry too. I'm sorry, y'all. But we both agreed to that. And at the end of the message, he said that it was something he'd been wanting to tell me, because in the twin journey, I also went along telling y'all that he had came downstairs at our last visit and he gave me a love letter, which he knew he wasn't supposed to do. And he got the whole visit shut down, and I wasn't even able to see him or talk to him that day. So it was like we was already, like the devil was already doing everything. He got written up for that. They took his calls, they took his commissary, they took his visits. So for 45 days, and I just felt like the devil was playing with me then. Then here comes this next week. We got people asking, oh, is he still with me? Like, I don't understand that question, but we're not going to go there. That's a whole different story. And then I had talked to the sister and all she banded us. Okay. It seemed like we couldn't get no goodness out of this week. It seemed that way. So at the end of the message, he was telling me that visit, he never got to tell me what he really wanted to tell me. What he really wanted to tell me was they had dropped his charges to lesser charges. Father God. See, because even though the devil was trying to keep us in separation and make us reach a point where we couldn't get along or we was arguing, God was still working in our favor. See, because what people don't know is I've always felt like our bond was strong enough that we can disagree to agree, because we talk about everything. You understand me? I felt like we had a strong enough bond for that sake. But I always pray to God that, He'll have mercy on the things that we did to disappoint him. And, I asked it for him to send him home. You understand me? Because I had missed him. I miss him a lot every day, and I asked God to send him home. You understand me? If he's supposed to come home and they just holding him, God send him home. I ask that almost every day, on top of praying for him and things like that. So when he told me, when I read it, I was so happy last night. I was so happy, ecstatic, because it's been 2 years. You understand me? It's been 2 years. And I was very happy. But then I was led to this verse, and these chapters and verses from James. I'm sorry, my hair was itching, y'all. I was led to that, and I'm like, okay, count it all joy, my brothers, when you meet trials of various kinds. Never mind what was going on, the things we could see, because what was going on above us was great. What was going on above us was great. You know what I'm saying? So if I had to have some Aki conversations with him up until that, just to find out that, I'm very, very thankful. I'm very grateful, because sometimes we just don't know what God is up to. Don't mind in the enemy, because the enemy don't got power in this hour. He gonna try to delay the thing, but guess what? God say no. So every little trial, tribulation, or whatever you're going through that you think is bad, no, count it joy. It's just preparing you for what's to come, preparing you, building you up to be prepared and ready for where you finna go. Understand me? That's what he's doing. He's preparing us. So never mind that, because everybody gotta learn something. Let's put it like that. When the babies come, we teach them. They go off of what we teach them. That's just like humans. If we don't know, how they expect us to know. So when we start actually putting our all into the Lord, and we start having faith for him, and faith is something that you believe in without seeing it. So when we say that, now we worshiping God, we praising God everywhere we do, we applying him in our everyday thing. Don't think the devil won't come test us, because he gonna test us. Matter of fact, God gonna send him to test you, because he want to see how faithful you are. So never get weary, for joy come in the morning. We ain't getting weary over here. We keep moving. God is working. He's shifting. He's doing something in somebody's life. And I just need you guys to believe that and actually have the faith. Put all of it in. You know what I'm saying? I put it all in your hand, God. I put it all in your hand. I put it all in his hand. That's why I don't wake up worried. I don't wake up. You know, I know who's working for me. Even when the enemy's trying to attack me, he gets no win over here. Every battle in my life is the Lord's own. And I just thank that man because that man works faster than me. He works faster than me. I don't know what somebody might be going through, and I don't know how things may be looking for that person, but understand that never mind what we see around us, it's where we going. It's where we going. So you gotta count the troubles and the trials. Just count it joy. Count it as wisdom. Count it as you growing into the wholeness and fullness of God. And then, you know, understand you're being tested because God got to break you in for this battle. He got to break you in for where you're going. You got to have you on point. The things that used to trigger you won't be able to trigger you where you're going. You will have understanding and knowledge in that. So, you know, never mind the things. You'll know how to handle them same situations if they come again. So just know that right now we just being prepared for something bigger, something greater. And I do ask that you guys have a blessed day until next time. And hey, stop what y'all doing. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It means a lot to me. Blessings, family.